A breast cancer diagnosis almost hindered one woman's dream of having a family, but she took a leap of faith, and not only did she beat cancer, well, you see her right there, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
I'm Corey Chambers here for Tamsin. Look, we all love a happy ending, but this is an important story that you should hear, because it could have turned out very differently if she didn't trust her gut.
Yeah, so joining us now is new mom and breast cancer survivor, Therese Curry, and also her doctor, Dr. Sarah Kate. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Therese, let's start with you. You have quite the story. You actually discovered something unusual right before your wedding?
Yeah, so in 2018, I was 31, getting ready to have our dream wedding. And I was in the shower, not doing a breast exam. I never did breast exams. And I was just washing my armpit, and I felt a lump, and I just found myself stuck and standing there. And I honestly wouldn't have thought anything of it, except I had a friend from high school post on Instagram a few months prior that she was diagnosed at breast cancer at 31.
Wow.
So I completely panicked. I didn't sleep that night. I ended up calling a doctor in the morning and said, I'm getting married in a few weeks. I found a lump and I'm really nervous. So he said, come on in and get checked.
Okay, so you go, you get checked. Doctor tells you it's benign. You can go about your life, have your dream wedding, live your dream life. But something in your mind says something's not right, or something didn't feel right. Explain that to me, because I think most people would hear benign and they'd celebrate and they just go about their lives, but you didn't quite do that.
Right. I mean, I was relieved. He said that it was a fibroadenoma, which is a benign tumor, very common in women in their 30s. And I have no history of breast cancer in the family, so I really just thought it was fine. And I was very thankful after that. And we had the most amazing, spectacular, over-the-top New York wedding. My husband and I went to Tahiti on our honeymoon. We stayed in one of those huts on the water, and I just remember sunbathing, looking out into the beautiful views, saying, something is not right.
Wow.
I need to get this checked again. It just kept coming back and back.
Wow.
So when we came back from the honeymoon, I had made a second opinion appointment.
Okay, so Dr. Kate, her story actually highlights two very important points. One, trusting your gut, and also getting a second opinion. As a doctor, what are your thoughts about people seeking another doctor's input?
Absolutely. So I think it's really important for patients to feel comfortable with how they're treated and with the information they're being provided with. And certainly practicing surgery in New York, it's so common for patients to get a second opinion. What I would always say to a patient when you have a breast lump, no matter how old you are, is that we need to get imaging. So I always say this to patients: you walk through my door and you are going to get some sort of imaging or pictures done. Because oftentimes things can feel normal, but the pictures will reveal a different story. And so, of course, it's very important to not only do a physical exam, lay hands on the patient, but also to do imaging.
So important just to put out there that doctors aren't offended because you went to somebody else after you talked to them. I mean, this is a normal thing to get another opinion. This is your life, so don't do it because you feel like, oh gosh, she might take it the wrong way. Therese, I want to talk though about your journey, because what we just heard, that's only part of your journey. You obviously have this beautiful baby now. We're showing pictures earlier. So take us through sort of the rest of this journey.
Sure. So when we came back from the honeymoon, I did get a second opinion. It was another breast doctor who actually reviewed the first doctor's report and agreed with him and said, there's no way to know for sure unless we do a biopsy. So we did a biopsy. A few days later, I got the call that no one ever should receive, that at just 31 years old, I had stage 2 breast cancer.
Wow.
My world completely crumbled as a new bride. And honestly, the next weeks and months are really just a blur. But you kind of just go into fight mode and you do what you need to do. The biggest thing that having breast cancer when you are so young is fertility preservation. So when I found out I had to do chemotherapy we were told to freeze my eggs. So my husband and I went through fertility preservation at Northwell Health, and we successfully got 6 embryos. And I remember sitting in the waiting room at those appointments, looking at all these young couples. They were there to have their baby. We were there because I had cancer. I was about to be in menopause, and I didn't think I could ever have a baby. It just seemed so far away for me. I successfully completed 6 rounds of chemotherapy over 18 weeks, followed by a bilateral mastectomy with Dr. Kate and reconstruction surgery. And I finished 12 additional antibody infusions. The plan was for me to be on tamoxifen and estrogen blocker for 5 years. But Dr. Kate, Tessa Sigler, my oncologist at Cornell, all the doctors knew how much I wanted a baby. Cancer took so much from me, and I wasn't letting it take my dream of being a mom.
And it absolutely did. And I think I was hearing a baby in the background. I know we were looking at pictures of your beautiful baby girl. Where is she? This is Abigail Hope. You want to give everybody a smile?
What a kissable little face there. Those cheeks. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
The biggest thing for us is, you know, when I did have the green light to come off tamoxifen, all the doctors said, try naturally for a few months. My husband loved hearing that. We just assumed we were going to be doing IVF. We got pregnant naturally.
Oh, that's great.
The second round, we didn't use our embryos. We named her Abigail, and her middle name is Hope, because we never gave up hope. And she is our light and has just been the biggest blessing, and we're so thankful.
Oh, we
Therese,
love it.
thank you so much for sharing your story, because I know that there's somebody out there who is at some point in the journey that you were on and are on right now. And you know, you're on the other side of the journey, but I appreciate you sharing it. I appreciate you sharing that cute little Abigail face. And Dr. Kate, thank you so much as well for the insights. Get that second opinion, folks, because you know it can change a lot. So thank you all so much for being with us.
Bye,
Thank
Abigail.
you. Bye, Abigail.
Bye.